Diamond Silver and Black Films presents What's Wrong with Carr?
The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
I'm running out of ammo to fight against Derek Carr detractors. He needs to pick it up if he's going to erase all the bad perception of him out there. In his 6th year now, he has yet to be pronounced proven. His play has done nothing but slip since finishing 3rd in NFL MVP voting in 2016. Sure, the coaching turnover and team around him have been legitimate excuses for him in the past, but those are no longer legitimate excuses as he is now in year 2 in Gruden's system, and he has more than enough around him to do better than what he's doing now. He came out fine in week 1 against the Denver Broncos, but since then, he has faltered. And there are many now who question if he is who they thought he was back in 2016. What's the problem? Is Carr just not the same after his injuries in 2016 and 2017? Was he just lucky in 2016? Was he thrown off by Antonio Brown? Is John Gruden holding him back? Or is it just early in the season? 2016 was definitely the glory year. Carr led the Raiders to a 12-4 record, and 7 of those wins came by way of a fourth quarter comeback or game-winning drive. Tied for first in the NFL that year with Matthew Stafford of the Detroit Lions. All you had to do was keep it close, and Carr would lead the team to victory down the stretch. Whatever he had to do, he did, and the Raiders won more than their fair share of close games that year.
Yep. Carr looks left, throws, caught, Seth Roberts diving for the end zone! Touchdown! Raiders!
They're going for 2, guys.
They are going for 2 in the win. Pointed to go up by a point. Carr out of the shotgun, looks left, throws a lob for Michael Crabtree. Caught it! He caught it! He caught it! The Raiders have the lead!
What helped Carr stay in or get back in a lot of those games was his ability to strike quickly with his big arm. According to Pro Football Focus, Carr is 3rd in deep ball throwing since 2015, and in a down year last year, he was 1st. But back to 2016, where his arm and accuracy led to a lot of dimes being thrown out there. That's more than a dime. That's a silver dollar right there. The rush didn't seem to bother him much either as he threw many a dime in the face of it. And he can run as he was a spread option quarterback in college. So of course, that came in handy when the rush got hot. he can throw dimes on the run too. He even had some of that wild Patrick Mahomes in him back then. But he would break his leg at the end of that season. And in week 4 of 2017, he would break his back in 3 places. And that left him without a whole lot of torque to drive the ball downfield, so his deep ball floated. Then in 2018, he wasn't protected very well. But some of it was on him, holding on to the ball too long. And just plain panicking when the rush is coming. And it would lead to turnovers. But on top of not being protected well, he also didn't have the best cast of receivers. He had old guys like Jordy Nelson getting hawked by linebackers. But this year, that's not the case. First round running back Joshua Jacobs can grind out yardage and control the clock. He can punch it in from in close. He can break the big play. And he can catch the ball out of the backfield when the Raiders decide to do that with them. Now, of course, it would have helped if Antonio Brown would have shut up and played. But Tyrell Williams is nothing to scoff at. He's a legit number 1 receiver that can go over the middle. He can catch the jump ball. And he can straight blaze his man. Tight end speedster Darren Waller has a great skill set as well, as he can run after the catch, catch it in traffic over the middle, and split out wide and blaze his man down the field. And after missing the first couple of weeks of the season, 4'2" 40 speedster J.J. Nelson is in the fold. The offensive line is much improved, but when things break down, Gruden has Carr trained to run again. He also has him sliding in the pocket to get a throw off. But even with all that, in the last 2 games, Carr has thrown for 3 touchdowns. And 3 interceptions. Including backbreakers in the red zone. He's also just plain missed on opportunities, like when Williams blazes his man here. And when Waller is open here. Many call that a drop, but look at what Waller has to do just to get his fingertips on the ball.
What's been the difference in Derek from the first game through the last 2? Has it just been what's going on around him, or?
I think he's done some good things. I'm not going to put it all on Derek. We take responsibility as a play caller. I'm calling the plays and designing some of this stuff, so I put it on myself. He's doing a good job. Getting stuffed on 4th and a foot isn't his fault. He didn't miss the blitz pickup in the red zone. We had a ball that could have been caught. Could have set up points at the end of the half. He's doing some good things. I'm not going to sit here and say that we're a finished product yet. We've gone through a lot of change through the first 3 weeks, and we played 2 really good teams, actually 3 really good defenses in back-to-back weeks.
Gruden's taking some of the responsibility for all the dinking and dunking that's going on out there. Carr was the best deep ball thrower in all the football last year, and all Gruden is calling is short passes. Every once in a while, Waller can turn it up the field after the catch, but the Raiders can't depend on that. There's nothing wrong with plays like this, but Gruden is calling them way too often. Here we are on 3rd down, throwing short of the sticks. And here's a frustrating completion for 1 yard on a 3rd and 2. And even if they did convert, 15 play drives just aren't for Carr. Plus things like drops happen. Asking an offense to go 15 plays every time out is too much. The Raider offense is at its best when they get chunk plays or long touchdowns. If the Raiders are to have a chance to save their season, Gruden needs to dial up more deep shots. If they don't connect, they can draw pass interference to shorten the drive. Carr started the season making many wonder what's going on with him. In the last 2 games, he has missed on some opportunities down the field and thrown some horrible interceptions. Is it all him, or is it Gruden not calling what Carr does best? Either way, if the Raiders want to save their season, they need to go deep. And Carr might revert back to how he did it in 2016. Thank you for watching, and see you next week.